crafters. Welcome into Guys Craft 2. My name is John, and I just wanted to give you all a look at the day one shopping haul from Christmas in July. So, as you all know, I am very fortunate and have five, six quilting stores right here available. But my favorite of all the quilting stores always this last week of July always has a Christmas in July. And interesting enough, I know how long I have been doing this because 2 years ago was my first Christmas in July, and that's when I got started down this journey. So always makes me feel good to kind of go back to that store, kind of see what's going on in that. 35th is the name of the store, actually has three locations. They have one in Phoenix, they have one out in Chandler, and then they also have one out near me in El Mirage. El Mirage tends to be the store I go to the most because that's the one closest to me. It's less than 10 minutes away. The store manager is just amazing. And so I love shopping there, love being part of that group. It's just a very microcosm of the main store down in Phoenix. So if you really want to get bargains, get more fabrics, that kind of stuff, you got to go to the main store. But I'm very appreciative and thrilled to have the store that we have out here, and they have always just taken such good care of me. So, anyways, with all of that said, I just thought I'd give you an idea of what I walked away with. So, at this store, they actually had 30% off all fabrics. A lot of things were just 30% off across the board. Plus, they had Bill Stash is what they call it. And so that's the older fabrics in that they're trying to clear out. That's typically marked around $8 a yard, and then they run it on special, usually around $6 a yard. And because of the sale and because of Christmas in July, ended up being about $5 a yard. So I ended up walking away with some really cool fabrics. Did some end of bolt, which gave me an extra discount. And one of them is a Moda fabric, and so this grunge in the nice pink, which was a good find for me. So a good blender fabric, right? Ended up doing end of bolt with that. Also grabbed this end of bolt, and I thought, how cool was this, right? So very flowery, very floral, but more in the um, fall colors. But what's really cool about that is that's what you think until you get really close to it and look and realize, wait a minute, those are pumpkins and those are bats. And so it's really got so much going on. It was just cool. So I ended up grabbing all of that. Somehow I had missed that and never bought any, which is unusual. And so it was just nice to grab what they had left. Not that I needed any Halloween at all, but I got it anyways. Uh, Also took the end of bolt of this. I had already bought multiple yards of this. This is it's actually a Halloween fabric. It's called Toil and Trouble by Clothworks, and it's just basically stars in the sky, right, in that blue hue. But what's cool about this is it glows in the dark, and so for borders and other things, I just can't beat that. So I do. So I ended up getting end bolts on those three. I do want to fold a little bit of fabric while we're talking. So another one that I bought again was this Toil and Trouble, but uh, more Halloween fabric that I absolutely did not need. And yes, I know I did not need more Halloween fabric, but I grabbed it anyways. And but I don't know, it just kind of called out, and for the price, it was like, okay, because I tend to get a lot of, I like playful Halloween, and so I tend to buy a lot of more what you would want to do, like your 3 yard big blocks with, right? So it's because of some of the patterns, some of the playfulness in the fabrics, right? You want to do something that's going to um, hold those characters and that. So sometimes it's this type of blender fabric is what I would call it, right? Or bordering and that I need to get a little bit more of. And again, at this price point, I couldn't help but grab some of this. So I did grab that. Then I found this for Christmas. again, by Timeless Treasure. So, I was probably going to grab it because I don't know why. It's just like Timeless Treasures might as well just send me everything they have because I tend to really like what they put out. I was trying to look for the name of this and I do not see a name. Donna Gelsinger is the one that designed this, but I'm not seeing a pattern name. But anyways, I love snowmen. So I just thought that was too cute a pattern of snowmen. So I did grab a couple of yards of that. Not again, didn't need any more Christmas fabric, but got it anyways. And so thought that would be fun. These would be fun right in big blocks. So not sure what I'll do with it when I'll use it, but we'll see. Um, I have been building out some 3-yard kits. So maybe I'll throw a yard of this in a 3-yard kit with a few other things, but um, not sure. But anyways, I thought this was a really cool fabric. So I did grab that. And I actually kind of liked the red that was in this because it's not that fire engine red. It's that more you know, burnt red. So it's not um, jumping out at you. So I thought that was cool. So I did get that. And then I did get some grunge. So again, I don't buy a lot of grays and those type of colors. And because of the price of this, I thought, you know what? You just can't walk away from that. You always end up needing something like this to complete a project. If you remember the one that I did a few weeks ago with the almost like kind of poinsettias, but they really weren't, was the wall hanging for AccuQuilt in the Christmas one. And one of the fabrics that it called for was gray, is what they wanted you to use on the backgrounds and that. And guess who had no gray fabric? So I ended up grabbing some of that. And again, it's a Moda. It's a good 100% cotton fabric. It's like, so for the price point, it's like, guys, you better get it while you can because it seems like everything's going up and up, and there doesn't seem to be a ceiling. So if that tends to be the case, then I'm going to be in pretty good shape for a while. I don't like gold. I've gotten really tired of gold and don't tend to do much quilting with that color. I don't decorate a lot with gold actually. And poinsettias sometimes seem overplayed to me for Christmas. I don't know, they just don't work for me. But then when I saw this, I was like, oh, between the white poinsettias and the red, I don't know. I just really, really like this. This is a Hoffman fabric. So I ended up grabbing a few yards of this and I thought, you know what? Um, the poinsettias are very traditional Christmas. And I remember growing up with poinsettias everywhere, still decorate with them. I have red and white poinsettias that I set out throughout the house and that, but um, in mine always live and look good because they're fake. But I don't know. I really liked this fabric, and I have not quilted or made anything with fabric like this. So for the price, I thought, you know what, grab that. You do like it, and it'll make a cute quilt, or probably for me, it's going to end up being some type of wall hanging. But again, and my daughter tends to be very traditional, so she very well may like that. And then they had the companion fabric in it. You guys, look at that. I mean, how beautiful is that? And you're talking less than $5 a yard. So it's like, how do you just walk by that and go, really, I got all of this for probably about $14, $15. I mean, a couple of yards of both, and now I've got something to really do a cute project with. So ended up grabbing this companion piece with it. Have no idea what I'm going to do with it. Like I said, probably some type of wall hanging, but we'll see. And might really be cool. I don't even know if AccuQuilt has a poinsettia die, but I could applique a poinsettia on here with some of this to kind of give it a 3D effect. Or I may actually stick it on um, my embroidery machine and embroider one out to kind of give it a little bit more layered look in that. So we'll see. But anyways, that's all I got day one. Still was over $100. It doesn't take much anymore. But that's 7 different fabrics that I was able to get multiple yards of in that. Helps build the stash. I have been really, honestly, guys, trying to work the stash down. But, as you know, that just takes time. But I appreciate you dropping in. Hit that thumbs up if you like what I'm doing. Hit the bell if you want to be notified each and every time I go live or post something new. And as always, until next time, happy crafting.